What is up, my fellow coach, course creator, consultant? My name is Calvin Corelli. I am from the software company Simplero, where we've helped coaches make over $646 million last time I counted. And it's such an honor. I got into this business because I started doing spiritual coaching for entrepreneurs way back in 2008. And I still love the game of coaching. It's how we have the most impact in the world because you're influencing other people who are doing amazing things. And today, I want to show you how to dramatically increase your impact and income from your coaching or course business. And I'm passionate about this because it's the biggest problem, the biggest struggle I see with coaches, especially in the early stages, is that they're lacking this belief in themselves and the value of the work that they do to allow them to really have the impact that they could have and that they deserve. And so what happens in that case is that people are feeling frustrated, coaches are feeling frustrated that they don't have enough clients, or they don't have the right clients to really value them and what they can do, or they don't take action, or they don't have what it takes in order for them to really get the results. And ultimately they feel like they're not getting paid enough. They're struggling too much to make money. And the fear is that you'll never ever get the income or the impact that you know you're capable of and deserve, and it'll kind of all be for naught. Or there's a fear that if you got the right clients and you made the right promises, that you wouldn't be able to deliver, like that you're not really trusting your own ability. And I want to help you overcome that. So if you do this right, what you will experience is that you'll get plenty of the exact right clients for you, the right clients that are easy to work with, that take action, that get the results, and that easily pay you enough so that you're compensated super well for the work that you do. And ultimately, what this lets you do is build your dream business and create the income that you want so you can provide for your family. You can go on that dream vacation, or you can buy that dream house that you've always wanted. And you can ultimately have the impact that you know that you're here to have in this world. So what do you do about it? I've got 4 steps for you today. Number 1 is upgrade your dream client. We all have this picture in our head of who our dream client is. Like, who are we targeting? Who is it that we want to work with? And what I see a lot of people do is that they go for a too low level dream client. Like they're looking at people who are struggling, who don't really have a lot of money, who have a lot of suffering going on. And the problem is that if the person is really stuck and struggling, it can be really hard to get them moving. And if they don't have a lot of money, they're not going to be able to pay you a lot. It's like you can do the same amount of work for a homeless person or for a billionaire, and it's going to have way more value monetarily for the billionaire than for the homeless person. So it's going to be a lot easier to work with a billionaire to make the money that you want to make. I know that's an extreme example, but the point is that when you pick a dream client that has more money than time, they're happy to exchange money for time, right? They will hire you and pay you well to deliver the result that they want in the most effective way possible. And they tend to be easier to work with. They take action, they're motivated, and they don't complain as much because they just want the damn result and they're fine with paying for it. So they will get more value from you doing the same amount of effort when you upgrade your avatar. And the best way to help the poor or the suffering is to not be one of them. And the best way is to make enough money working for people who have money, and then you can give away your money or your time to help people that are struggling if that is your calling. All right. So number 1 is upgrade your client. Number 2 is truly see and own the impact of the work that you do in the world. Like, take it on for yourself, and also remind your prospects and your clients of this impact. But most coaches that I work with in my coaching, they don't really extrapolate, right? Imagine that there is a mother who has recurring headaches or migraines, and you can help her with that. Or she can't sleep, or the husband is not making, or she's not making enough money, or the husband is not making enough money, or whatever it is that's going on. Like, What is the impact on that? Like, how is that? Let's say it's the mother who has headaches, recurring headaches. How is that going to show up for her with her spouse? Right? How is that going to impact her relationship with her kids, her how she is as a mother? How is it going to impact her career? How is it going to and which then means her enjoyment of her work life, but also her income potential? How is it going to impact her health? Is she going to be taking better care of her health with this headache or without the headache, right? So this is something that might seem minor, and you're like, well, I know I can fix this with like the right meditation practice or the right kind of EFT or whatever your technology is. I know how to solve this problem. Or it might be someone who's overweight or unhappy with their physical body, or it's a business thing, whatever it is. Like, it really picture, how is this currently affecting this person's day to day? How are they feeling about themselves? If it's someone who's like struggling in business and they really want to provide for their family, what kind of stress is that causing them to be in? How is that making that person, if it's a man, show up differently for his wife? How is it going to make her feel? How is it going to make his relationship with his kids differently? How is it going to impact all of these people, not just today, but a year from today, or 5 years, or 10 years, or 20 years, or 30 years, or 50 years, right? Maybe you help them with fertility. What's it going to mean to this person 50 years from now to be able to have this baby? So you want to really think through the ramifications of what you do. What if they did nothing and they just stayed with this problem forever, versus you come in and you solve it, and you solve it for good, and now all of these possibilities open up for them, right? In health, in relationships, in business, in wealth, in creativity, in just the enjoyment of life. So I want you to really get that and really own, oh my God, that's the value that I provide for people. And picture again your dream client, your upgraded dream client, someone who has money, has got their life together, but they have this, nasty thing that's just bothering them, and it has this massive impact. If you're able to transform that, what would that do for them? That's the value of what you provide, and it's ultimately priceless. But let's say we put a price on it, right? If it's a health issue and you're able to solve it, what's that worth in 30 years? Compounded over 30 years, it's a freaking lot. Do you get what I'm saying? So really own that. Because when you do, you're going to think about your work differently. You're going to think about the value of the work differently. And I'm not saying you charge $500,000 for this thing, but I want you to see what the actual value of what you do is. Because most coaches are like, well, that's easy. I did it. Like, I do it all the time. But you're discounting the value of what you do. Most of us have some level of low self-worth, low self-esteem, and we kind of let that seep into our business when it has no business being there. We can't not do that, right? That's how we're wired. But set yourself aside for a second. Just look from the outside of what the impact of the work that you do truly is. That's number 2. Number 3 is make a commitment with yourself to do whatever it takes to make it right. Especially in the early stages, if you don't have a lot of results, like, a great thing in the beginning is to work for free in order to get a bunch of testimonials, but it's also totally legit to actually charge for it if you know what you're doing and you have some experience, and then just know with yourself. Because the thing with charging for is that the people who invest have more skin in the game, right? So they're more likely to actually get results when they're paying for it. But sometimes you're questioning, your self-doubt creeps in, and you're like, oh shit, like, it's a lot of money. Can I really? Even if you know you can, like, these questions might bubble up where you're like, I don't know if I can really truly deliver on this. Like, I don't know, it's a lot to promise. But if you make the promise to yourself to do whatever it takes to make it right. So even if it's like this is the container and this is what you get, and you can contact me this way and not that way and blah, blah, blah. If you see that it's not going where it needs to go and it's on you, then just do more, give more, right? If it says a year-long program, you're like, you know what? Honestly, the first year I was kind of trying to find my footing here and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Just give people an extra year. Give people an extra year. Go work one-on-one with people to make sure they get the result. Like, do extra work, go out and research. You're like, oh my God, I've never actually experienced this particular situation before. Let me do some research and figure it out, maybe test it out in my own body or whatever to find a solution for them. Like, and ultimately you can always refund them if you have to, like give them all their money back and then some. But having this internal commitment within you that says, I'm going to do whatever the hell it takes to get my clients the results that I know they're capable of and that they deserve. And they have to do their part, but I am over delivering on my part for sure. Having that commitment with yourself makes it easier for you to sell and to really stand up for the value of what you offer. And number 4 is trust in a higher power. I know you know this. I bet that you've experienced this, that you're working with a client, you're coaching, you're doing some kind of session with them, or you're recording a course or a piece of content like I'm doing right now. And then as you're going through it, like some source comes in and just delivers the answer that you needed, right? It just shows up when you need it. Trust that aspect. It's like, let that higher power, whatever that energy is, let it flow through you, and trust that it will show up when it's called upon, when it's needed, right? So it's not just up to you, it's up to a higher power. You're just the conduit. You're the faucet. You're not the water, right? You're just the vehicle through which this flows. And that's a beautiful way to look at it. So it's not about selling you, it's really about selling your commitment to the client's ultimate desire, ultimate outcome, ultimate goal, what they want and what they deserve, what they're worthy of, what they're capable of, that you can see for them that they might not be able to see for themselves. And then trust that as you step into that commitment, it's gonna be fulfilled upon. Like, the force is gonna show up when you need it. And the more that you trust in that, the more it is actually gonna show up for you. Because it gets you out of your own small mind and just lets you receive what's needed in that moment. And so cultivating that ability and that way of operating is going to give you so much confidence. So those are the 4 pieces that can really help you get the income and the impact that you are capable of, that you deserve, that you're here to have and make. And it does this by really making you confident in the value of what you offer, which is the most important piece. So again, upgrade your dream client to someone who has more money than time and is the ultimate person that you'd want to work with. Really see and own the impact of what you're doing for people. Commit to doing whatever it takes to make it right with every one of your clients, and then trust in a higher power to show up exactly when and how you need it. If this is helpful to you, let me know in the comments. I love hearing from you. Let me know what other questions you have that I can answer. This is how I know what's needed, so I can provide that for you. This is the kind of work that I work with my clients on in my various coaching programs. So if you're interested, let me know. Best way is to just follow me on Instagram and DM me there on Instagram, and then let me know that you're interested in my help, and then we can see what's right for you and what's a fit for you. But this is what I wanted to offer today, and that's it. I'll see you next time. Such a blessing for me that you're in my world and I'm in yours. And you with a tiny bit of me, we're just completely transforming the world of entrepreneurship, and we're transforming the world of how people relate to themselves. That is the work that we do, and I couldn't be more excited and passionate about this work with you. Love you. Talk soon, and bye-bye.